we're back.
Hello. Can I do a quick shout out to the
Hello.
Pyrotess? I saw the Pyrotess in the chat, and just the name cheered me up no end. It's good to see you, girl. Oh, we've already got. Is it a super chat
I
from
think we
Earth?
did from Earth, the 99-cent super chat. Thank you, Earth.
Earth has made me laugh a lot this week with
Mhm.
some of her clips and content
Her commentary, too.
and commentary. Yes.
Yeah.
Are we going to mention Box Cutter Bertha at some stage?
Oh, we've got
But anyway,
to. We have got
First, we need to play a super chat.
Oh, yeah. Give them hell. Can y'all hear me? 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 I need to be heard. Can y'all hear me? God, I'm such a goob.
I still owe at some point when I was rewatching, I believe, the last stream. I missed Magpie's
Super chat.
membership thing, and I didn't give her one, so I still owe her one.
Whatever she wants. Yep.
Yep. So we'll get her at some point.
that's going to start rumors.
Oh, of course.
I don't even know how to say it better.
In both ways. Some people will make something out of the fact that you overlooked Magpie, and other people will make something out of the fact that you said that you're going to give her one.
Oh my God.
They will. Of course. God help the stupid.
Speaking of super chats and little clips that people enjoy so much on here, even though none of you apparently are in on the joke, but you still find it amusing, very strange. Susan, talking about all the clips that you've got, which you already thanked AB and Sully for. So why you're suddenly backtracking as if we don't have a clue who gave you the clips, or indeed that we should be bothered? I don't understand what's stopping you. You've been given the clips. That's 50% of the job done for you right there.
Exactly.
You have 2 phones, a tablet, at least 1 laptop, possibly 2, StreamYard, Creator Studio Music, Basic Canva is free. You don't have a job. You don't have the distraction of family responsibilities or commitment to come on here every day. You're in the perfect situation for a supposed creative person, as you said you were. And think of the Cash App. So get to it, girl. What's stopping you?
Seriously, Susan, get to it. Play them clips like I told you to. You have been given the clips. The least you could do is play them and make some money off of them. Could you do that at least? Thank you, Canadian girl.
And we
also,
have
she denied that all this started with her saying that she would do impersonations of me. If people paid her via PayPal or the different sort of super chats and super stickers. But you remember that well, don't you? Because you're the person who told me, and I went back and had a look.
Yeah.
So that's a load of bullshit that you didn't do that. I'm sorry, darling Eliza, I talked right over you.
That's okay. I was just going to say that we have a super chat, and so here we go.
The jerks, the merry little jerks, were jerks, the jerks, the merry little jerks, were jerks, the jerks, the merry little jerks, were jerks.
Thank you, Stars, for the super chat, and then I'm going to get Magpie's request real quick.
She said anything but Susan.
Right, anything not Susan, so...
Yeah.
How about this one?
She actually rode the short bus, buddy.
Why Susan sound like she's got galls in her mouth?
She actually wrote the short bus, buddy.
I love it.
Yeah, this weekend, actually, well, we're just still on the topic of Susan before we move on. I'm definitely going to be looking up the recipe for a spicy Irish lasagna. I can't wait. It sounds delicious. I'm going to be using the chicken beef, possibly, or the cheese that comes in a pack. all of these fantastic cooking tips. I urge you to get over there and listen because you will be educated. I mean, seriously, cooking channel coming soon. I can see it.
I heard all she talks about is us now.
Pretty much.
Six Up gets honorable mention.
Oh, yes, of
And
course.
her dog.
And the dog. Oh my God. So
Mhm.
she switched from she loves her father to just us.
Yeah, I think she still loves her father, but
Well, she could
yeah,
tell us
she
more
talks
about that.
Yeah, she talks a lot about Six Up, her dog, and the jerks,
Talks a lot
the
about
merry
bugs.
little jerks.
I
Yeah.
can give you all an exciting update on the dog. I've seen beautiful pictures of the dog who before lived on its own and had a problem with other dogs, and now has got lots of doggy chums in the house that Six Up is living in, and he's really enjoying getting to know and have doggy friends out there playing in the garden. That dog's having the time of her life. So sucks to be you lot all trying to make out that there's some sort of problem.
And no unseen that you can't have doggy dates with Six Up. I had to throw in an unseen joke.
Please,
Sorry.
please, no more footage of saying hello to Tanga. We'll get banned.
Did somebody say dogs? She'll fly in here like a bat out of hell.
Dictum will.
Dictum will. That'll be unseen. Just mention
Right.
a dog. All right. Do we have any more of those to do, or
I think did JVT have a request?
I don't know.
Or his
I don't know.
I'm just gonna pick for you, JVT.
Well, I just want to say something real quick.
Okay.
Okay. I'm up here, but I can't really talk, but I am here, and I just want to say, hey.
Hey, you still ain't got a voice.
I know, but I'm up here for moral support, y'all.
Yes, we need the cat with sunglasses.
I know it.
I know it.
Okay, JVT, I picked this one for you.
My brain isn't working. Mentally, there's nothing up there right now, guys. Like it's just empty. Bunch of marbles just rolling around in there, clinking together.
Well, now, sometimes, God, there she is. There's unseen. God. It never lets me down.
It is amazing. It's like through time and space, the mention of a dog, and there you go.
She could have been clear across the town of YouTube, but she's like, I heard them talking about dogs. I think it was, where was that? The jerks, the merry little jerks. They're doing it.
But seriously, Amari, from unfortunate circumstances, has actually made such a fantastic breakthrough. And to see her on the sofa with other dogs is just, it's heartwarming. The dog is so beautiful.
Oh, yeah, I heard that, Stars. Water has no nutritional value. Lord help her.
Hey, do you know what? Air has no nutritional value. Try doing without it.
Yeah, try that. Just try living without air or water. Okay? Lord. Girl, get you some water. Seriously.
I always know it's going to be a cracker when Perp says, "Let me correct you there," and I'm like, "Oh, I can't wait for this." Put the very record button on. It's always going to be a gift.
Always. Well, it usually starts with her titles. Her heaters love her, by the way. Yes, heaters love purple.
Of course,
They
last
do.
time it was fighting all my heaters.
Yes, fighting her heaters. Somebody spell haters for purple. Anybody? But before, which do we want to cover first? Purple's GoFundMe, or
Go fund yourself. Do you remember our original slogan?
Purple, you're
Go
going to
fund
get this work.
yourself.
The go fund yourself. You are going to get this work, and now you had to have known you weren't going to slide by without getting it. Okay. I don't have a problem with you having a GoFundMe. Have one.
Oh no.
The problem here, Miss, you worrying about everybody else's business, is you were so concerned about pretty much a private wish list that we had for one of our friends that was none of your damn business. And you acted like that was some type of scam. You went over the top, making it sound like it was something it wasn't. That was made by her friends. She didn't even
In
know
a private Discord.
Very private. Well, not very, but Discords. We'll get to Discords too.
The
Yeah, we'll get to it.
circulation,
It all
the circulation
loops
of the
together.
list, the circulation of the list was private. It was in a private group. It was made by the people in that group. The things were bought by the people in that group. It wasn't put out anywhere. None of it was stuff the six have asked for. But no, you had to make it into a big deal. And even went on about nail polish being on there because you don't know the difference between nail polish and acrylic paint. Pull your knuckles up off the ground, please.
Mhm.
To
Well,
save the
they
skin.
also speculated on why one would need nail polish or why anything on the list. Like they speculated about all of it. Like it was unbelievable. It was none of their business in the first place.
It wasn't given to her.
Our friend didn't even know about the wish list until,
But you have a whole GoFundMe for a car.
right, a car, not an only car,
But
but
this
an
is the thing that
additional car for the
And
household.
pajamas.
An additional car for the household. And then the GoFundMe is written as if this is a single mother. No mention of the other adults in the house. It is, I'm a mom and a grandma, and I need to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
All a
and they
run-on
have to rely on
sentence.
other people, like my husband with his brand new truck.
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
Gross.
girl, how's that GoFundMe going? You should have just minded your business and left everybody alone, especially over a wish list that didn't include you or anybody really on YouTube. It was in a Discord that was shared amongst friends and some little weird dude recording all of it. Now, on to
Oh, by the
that.
way, Gengispot, who is in the chat, the dead giveaway that's not AB is that Gengispot is spelled correctly. So I salute you for at least being able to spell Genghis Khan in the correct manner. Well done, you.
Well done, you. And then the poor thing, poor old Purple, y'all. It's not been her week or two. Then the inevitable happens with the fallout between her and Jenna over a Discord or screenshots shared in a private Discord again. That was
A
supposed
solitary screenshots.
Is it just one?
Apparently so, yes. The screenshot, as it had been termed. Hey, Canadian girls, good to see you. I was really impressed by how calmly and directly you dealt with the whole buying sub situation with Susan, and you kept your calm. I know that you were upset that you dropped an F-bomb, but sometimes, an F-bomb is cathartic and it needs to happen. Anyway, good to see you. Yes, apparently it was the screenshot. All this drama.
Yeah, ton of drama over it and the end of a friendship. Last year at this time, it was all about, it's all coming out in March. Us as Lolita is who I get.
Oh, but at this stage in the year, we were all criminals.
Yeah.
And most of us had got substance abuse issues and we all had a past. And I remember sitting there going, oh, this is going to be interesting. I don't know who she thinks is me, but they must have had a much more exciting life than I've had. But to be fair, I've been outed as 4 different people, none of them the correct one. So they undoubtedly have had more exciting lives than me.
Right.
But yes, we were all criminals, all of us. We
Yes.
were all going to be exposed. Sorry,
Now-
exposed.
Exposed. The tables have turned. Friendship is over. And a screenshot was shared from a Discord. And Purple is desperate to find out who sent that screenshot. Me personally, I would start off with demodding everybody and just reevaluating, well, my whole life, but mainly my friends. There you go. There's a start. Who you've got modded up for you. But see, these things happen, Purple, and it karma got you real quick there. It really did. That was kind of fast. You did share our Discord. You were all too happy. I mean, you were begging for it. They threw you, they were nice and said, "Here, bitch, take this."
Hello, Emmy.
Uh, and said, "Go ahead and butcher their Discord." And that's another thing you did to our Discord. You butchered the hell out of it. Okay, you couldn't read shit on there. Also, things were taken out of context. Do you like that? You like that word? Yeah. It sucks when things are taken out of context. Yeah. But that's how things work. Keep up with your karmic debt. I'm sure you're collecting.
Julie made a great point, which was, if you remember the night before, when Perp was going, before we knew what it actually was that was going down, and we thought, well, it could be anything, but we'll wait and see. The internet was going to be brought to its knees, people. And are you here, Julie, or are you away?
No, I'm here.
Julie made a fantastic point. Just
yeah, you
have
did.
You been brought to your knees by one comment?
Ding, 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 ding.
Because we weren't brought to our knees, and we were waiting for that.
We didn't
We
cry.
didn't turn on each other, and we didn't cry.
We didn't get teary-eyed or snuffly or sucking up our snot or anything like that.
Nobody was snotting on these mics. Okay.
But Perp, you were brought to your knees by one comment. That didn't take much.
Oh, September.
We have a super chat.
Thank you, September.
Hold on a second, ladies.
She was so happy that we were hacked.
Well, we weren't hacked.
I didn't see any of you guys crying like I am at all. You guys weren't upset. Is that why you put him on Do Not Resuscitate? Because you want him gone so you can get shit as fast as possible? Is that what's going on? What the hell?
Well, I'm just a nice person.
Imagine getting on here acting like that.
Thank you, September.
And we've got Ziggy content coming up. A few clips from a really excellent video that's just been put out by Tragedy Pimps Exposed. We're not going to cover all of it because it's new content, and I don't want to do that to her because she's so good. I really urge you to get over there and watch it all there and sub up. A couple of brief clips.
You might need to mute. Sorry.
A couple of brief clips from it. We're going to sort of play for you because it's good stuff. It really is. Grandma Sherry, good to see you.
Yeah, Sinner was in here too. Hey to everybody. I hate if I missed you.
What can I greet Ert real quick?
Yeah.
Hey Ert.
Who called her Ert?
Susan.
Ert.
Hey, I thought she was calling Grandma Sherry Cookie Arrow.
Cookie Arrow.
Instead of Crooked Arrow.
Not Grandma Sherry. Not Grandma Sherry. Auntie Sherry.
Sorry, Auntie Sherry. I'm terribly sorry. It was Auntie Sherry. That's me with my tired brain. It is so frustrating. Even if you crack a joke in that channel, the chances of it being read to any approximation of what was actually said are so remote.
She can't. God, she shouldn't even try to read the comments. Lord, just don't try to read them. Just sit up there and drink and talk to your friend there beside of you. I can't with Susan. I remember a long time ago. This is when Purple was coming at her really hard. This is when we were over at the Circle Jerks. We took up for the dummy, Susan, and said, when somebody's like that, you don't pick on them. And now, hell, the thing about it is I just don't care. You know, Susan is so, unless I'm, picking at her like I am right now, I don't care to cover Susan. That would definitely run off viewers, I feel like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get it.
I think it's different. My sympathy runs out when I see someone who expects a certain amount of grace for their illness, either physical or mental, and shows no grace whatsoever to anyone else
Right.
under any circumstances. No, I'm sorry.
Right.
If you can dish it out, you can take it. Goodness
Yeah.
knows we can. You didn't see us crying.
No, I'm definitely not going to cry by any commentary from Susan. Like, that ain't going to happen. She's just a whole pitiful mess. Thank you, Daphne. You've been a member for 5 months and counting. We're happy to have you. I love me fodder. You know what? Yeah. Shit. Sorry. That got me tickled. I love trolls. I do.
Oh, and briefly, before we totally move on from this waste of space, apparently all of a sudden the news broke that we've never heard before, at least I've never heard it before, that there was a lot of anti-Irish sentiment in the area that Susan lives, and that people were banging on her windows. I will accept that what you're saying is true. I will keep my doubts to myself. The point being, you said Pearl's got nothing to say about that. Pearl hadn't even heard it until the first time you mentioned it the other night. But please let me reassure you, I don't accept the notion of anti-Irish sentiment in the same way as I don't accept the notion of anti any other country or ethnicity. No one should be having their windows banged on. I have no problem reassuring you of that. But apparently this is the English, and therefore, because an English person did it, I am directly responsible. So let me sort of reassure you that I don't think it's right. And if it did happen to you, I'm sorry that happened to you. But I would also wonder whether, is it actually because you're Irish, or is it actually because you scream and shout in your flat and cause a fuss and the police have to come round?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the latter, just saying.
I didn't even hear that, but that might, yeah, you might be onto something. Somebody that screams and yells like that. I mean, could you imagine? I'd do more than bang on her windows. She'd have to fight me.
McChicken sandwich was in Susan's that night and was called Mexican sandwich.
She butchered that too? How? Dang, Susan, learn to read your comments.
She got racist with a chicken sandwich? What the heck?
No. What? I'm lost. I think she called it something else. Anyway, so what part of Tragedy Pimps Exposed or did you want us to play there, Pearl?
Okay, I want to start at 1 minute 25.
Okay.
Definitely not before that, because I don't want this to get done for any music.
Right, okay.
So we're going 1 minute 25 to 4 minutes 30 seconds. That is by far the biggest chunk of what we're going to play tonight. The other two clips are very brief.
Shout out to Tragedy Pimps Exposed. I haven't seen this yet, but we're definitely moving off of.
Start out here.
Oh, hold on. Here we go. Let me mute so don't echo.
I have a question. How many little Cash App scams can one creator get away with? Yes, I said it. Scams. In my opinion, that was a little Cash App / PayPal / Venmo scam that you ran. Girl. And I guess to the untrained ear, that wouldn't seem like a scam, but it was. If you listen from start to finish, and then from when she gets the money until when you hear her say, "Oh, I'll send the money right back to you immediately." And then when you hear her say, "Oh, did you want me to send that money back to you?"
Whoa. What happened? What has Ziggy done now?
Apparently, there was some issue with her PayPal.
Again?
Have you
You're
ever
kidding.
known anybody who has so many issues with forms of sending and receiving money?
Never. This happened again recently?
The last live before this was made. If
Oh,
she links to the actual live that she's talking about in this video, yes. And as she says, I'll send it right back to you. And then that became, oh, do you want me to send it back? Anyway.
Truth teller, thank you. Yeah, I remember that. Wow. That's insane that she's already had some sort of issue with, it's PayPal this time, right? Okay, now what other part did you want, Pearl?
No, we're playing 1 minute 25 through to 4 minutes 30.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you said a minute. Sorry.
And then at least 2 people have said, oh, it's okay. You could just give us a reading instead. And she's like, oh, okay, great. All right, well, I'm calling it a scam. That's my opinion. I understand why people don't see it right away. If they haven't been around for a while, they may have no idea, but that's my opinion. So that's what happened right off the hop on her last live. Well, her last live before I've made this video. So right after that, she begins speaking about Cam and Ali, and she begins shaming them. And I don't know, for those who know me, we don't shame addicts on this channel. We may, make awareness about addiction. We may share links about addiction, and we may encourage those with addiction to get help, but we don't shame an addict. And there is a very good reason why we will not play any of the content related to this video that Ziggy made. I don't encourage people to watch it. I don't encourage you to click on it at all. It made me physically ill. Actually, I don't care if you think these people are high or not. It is absolutely vile. You do not bring up people's children. You do not show pictures of people's children. I don't care if it's the back of their heads or not. That was absolutely disgusting. Ziggy, I think you should get some help. And there will be plenty of links in the description for anyone who may need to seek help, including you. All right.
Oh, she said what she said. Okay, so Ziggy was... Wait a minute. Did Ziggy show Cam and Ali's children?
She showed the back of Cam and Ali's daughter's hair that was all matted, apparently.
Wow.
And
what?
Also made comparisons to loads of other images that she just pulled off Google of children with very matted hair that have been neglected. So constantly reinforcing by showing that image and even worse images connected with it, just all mashed up, just essentially to go in on them. Now, look, we've said to you that our issue with having supported Cam and Ali was that there was a problem being offered for every solution that we offered.
Oh, yeah.
And that we said to you, look, we're not going to tell you what to do or not to do, but don't support them based on you thinking that we vouch for them, because we can't. And this was months ago, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the same is still true now. But even having said that, that doesn't mean that we don't wish the best for them. We're not going to do anything to invade the privacy of those children. It is really fucking rich that we took such a beating again over a year later about the possibility of having been in contact with Jim's children who were in their 20s. When we never actually spoke to them, the contact was through third party. Yes, Tits was asked to contact them after that in order to get photographs sent to us, which was just something that we made for them.
Thank
All
you,
of that
infamous
was distorted. all of that was distorted and
Yep.
made into something else. And when you say that they're Jim's children, you need to remember that the youngest was in her mid-20s.
Oh yeah, that was
We're not
just
talking about a young child who was being found in a state of neglect and whose parents are then shamed on the internet, and her privacy is invaded on the internet. If you people out there can get so enraged about something that happened over a year ago that isn't even the story that you're putting out, how come this has been allowed to go by?
because they have selective outrage again. That's
Yeah.
something very prevalent in this sector. And shout out to infamous truth teller for gifting 5 memberships.
Oh, thank you, infamous truth teller. That is really appreciated. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Wait a minute, TJ.
We'll
I think
play-
you accidentally hid Widow.
We'll play him some videos after we get done with this one.
So, yes, you were so in need of outrage at us, both Queen Bee because she's got an issue with us,
Yeah.
and Ziggy and White Boy because it's content and the truth doesn't really matter. You went in on us for something that was told incorrectly and in fact was dealing with full-grown adults already living their own lives outside of the family. But meanwhile, a child in the middle of a situation, you invade their privacy, and that's fine. And let's face it, it's worse than that because people know exactly who Cam and Ali are.
Oh yeah, indeed.
So they know
But all that
exactly
was
who those
ignored.
children are.
But us, like you just said, to go off everything you just said, that was made into a huge deal. It was selective outrage. It was pick on the jerks month, which is fine. I mean, you'll get your turn, believe that. But the thing is, you couldn't be true to yourselves in your commentary about it either. I think you pick, not you all, but you know what I'm talking about. A lot of people pick and choose what they pick up to talk about, which is fine. You can do that, but don't be surprised when people notice it and call it out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Ziggy is not changed. She'll be doing this next year, the year after. You know, it's probably just best to assume this is.
Look how quickly she turned on that Ryan guy. Recently, she turned again on White Boy Lockdown. She tried a whole bullshit. Oh yeah, because he was filming at her
husband's house. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, but the week before, he was the greatest thing, since sliced bread because he was going in on Lolita. She tries to link us to something that Benny did. It's just it's reaching all the time, and then of course the revelation that we are all poo and Six Up is poo, and
I gotta give that a laugh every
the pitiful
time.
reaching. Anyway, we're going to 6 minutes 30 on that video, and we're going to play it until the 10-minute mark.
Let's give, while I'm looking for that, let's get Rocco a song in.
Okay, I'm gonna catch these songs up real quick because we have a few. So for our new members,
you're a jerk. You're a jerk.
Thank you.
and for Rocco.
You know, you're not the only one that can smuggle drugs through the prison system.
You heard her. She knows how to smuggle drugs through the prison system. She said what she did.
And then just for all the, what do you call member milestones?
Yes.
You're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. You're a jerk.
The jerks, the merry little jerks, or jerks, the jerks, the merry little jerks, or jerks, the jerks, the merry little jerks, or jerks.
Does she call us hors d'oeuvres in the middle? The jerks, hors d'oeuvres, or
No.
You know what? It's entirely possible, though. It is possible.
You never know. You never know. That's true.
I keep hearing it when I hear the jerks, hors d'oeuvres, the merry little jerk, adore. I don't know. I can't understand her.
Oh,
And thank
Lord,
you
that
for
face on the right. Yikes.
I know. Shout out to Tragedy Pin for getting those angles on Ziggy. I'm dead.
Remember, people, never go full U-Haul.
Never. You said, Pearl, 6:30. I'm there to where? She got her.
6:30 until the 10-minute mark.
Okay. She got her, TJ.
After someone else's children, yet cries when it's done to her. She's perfectly willing to go after children's CPS cases, too. You know, sealed, private information about people and kids. People like Ziggy who are willing to go this low again and again and again, they don't deserve your view. They don't deserve a platform. And Cher, voices behind the shit over there, you did the same thing. And you know what? You were even in that situation as a child. And yet here you are. Here you are knowing how it feels, how these children feel. And here you are exposing their.
I am so glad she called out Cher. Shout out to you, Tragedy Pink, for calling her out. I can't stand Cher. She is one of the worst for doing this. I imagined that she was on the whole Cher and the children too, right?
Naturally. I mean, I believe that Cher was the very first person to be in contact with family members after the children were removed.
That's
because,
right.
Of course, she's got no problem with that. I mean, this is their modus operandi, both of them. And TPE is really making some powerful points because these are both creators who have their own complex family situations, either that they've experienced themselves when they were a child, in Cher's case, or the situation with their own child in Ziggy's case. And yet, that doesn't seem to give them any empathy towards these children.
No, it doesn't. But a lot of people will overlook it and will give them all the empathy in the world. I don't get it, but I'm glad somebody called it out.
Lives. And we don't even know if it's true or not. It's all hearsay or fake. You could have made it up. And you did all this to these kids just for content for your channel so you can make a paycheck. It's sick. All of you. Everybody deserves recovery. Anyone and everyone deserves recovery and to start a new life. And if they're not, that's not my problem. And whether you believe it or not, it's actually factual that addiction is a disease. If you don't believe me, go ask the American Medical Association. They'll let you know. Let's stop shaming addicts and leave their children alone. One thing I do know is that people's children do not, I repeat, do not deserve to be brought into any of this. And I don't care if it's just the back of their heads. All I know is the internet is forever. When kids are removed by CPS, there is so much trauma, so many feelings. Why, in God's name, would you ever want to add any more of a burden to these kids? Any more trauma to their lives? The internet is forever. Ziggy, you're selfish. All you care about is yourself. And why do you keep doing this to people's children? Because I know for a fact you wouldn't like it done to you. You've had way less done to you in regards to your kid, and you fly off the handle. So why is it okay for you to do it? So specifically with regards to other people's children and CPS, you have talked about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 children that have been removed by CPS. And I'm sure there's more that I just can't think of. But Ziggy, get a grip. Get some help. You are selfish. And you clearly don't give an F what these kids are going through and what they will continue to go through. Because if you did, you wouldn't be using them for content.
Amen.
Well,
I mean, what can you add to that? I mean, that's just absolutely on the mark completely.
it really is. It really is. I mean, I've never really heard her emotional, but you could tell she was actually getting heated. She was over it. She was done. And you do get to that point, especially with somebody like Ziggy, you just see it over and over and over again. She doesn't care to put people's children on here. She doesn't care to take other people's tragedies and turn it into 7-hour live streams. Yeah, she's quite comfortable with it. And when she says something is done to her, like somebody called CPS on me from YouTube, which I don't know. I don't know if I believe that, but she says it. So we'll just go with that. Let's just, for argument's sake, say it's true. If that is true, Ziggy, then why would you turn around and do something like this to another creator? Why? You have no leg to stand on now. But I know people will give you all the passes.
Oh, yeah, of course they will. Of course they will. Right, the very last clip is very brief, and also we need to cut it off quite sharply because it will run into some music. It's 11 minutes, 17 seconds to 12 minutes and 4 seconds.
Okay. Well, sorry. 11 minutes and what seconds for?
17.
17. Okay.
And when you watch this, also remember all the bullshit that she's recently spewed about Six Up.
Give me them numbers again, Pearl. Sorry.
11 minutes and 17 seconds is the start, and the end is 12 minutes and 4 seconds.
Okay. Let me share.
No, it's crazy that Cam's up there saying, "Oh, we come on here. You think we would be on this channel fighting and for other kids if we were horrible people, or if we, yeah." It's like that doesn't mean anything. Look at the type of people that are in this community. You kidding? That's not. That doesn't make you look any better, Cam. There's a lot of horrible people that are creators in this community. Criminals, current criminals, addicts, thieves, scammers.
That's the end of it. Good points, well made.
And why is her neck?
Scammers, addicts. So much condemnation for others.
Liars and thieves. And why does her neck do that when she talks? What is going on with the neck? Does anybody else ever wonder that? I know I can't be the only one. Y'all got to ask yourselves, why does her neck do that? Nobody? Anybody? Okay. Damn, Ziggy.
We all wonder about so many Twitches. It's really hard to... shout out to Ginny for the fact that she calls Susan out so often.
Boy, she does. She gives her hell. Infamous Truth Teller says the jerks. My point in that is in that because the children are state's responsibility, and in their custody, God, it keeps jumping. And in their custody, the state can easily pick up charges if they find out somebody's trying to exploit them online. Well, Ziggy will do that.
I actually hope eventually that someone will be involved in some legal action about all of this, because I genuinely think that's the only thing that will stop it.
That will be the only thing that stops her, is somebody actually putting a lawsuit on her, a civil suit of sorts. That's only because she's gotten away with it for so long. While she accuses everybody else of doing it, it's actually really Ziggy doing it. Eventually, somebody will get her, and that's the only way.
Who let Jimmy out? I thought Jimmy was in the cellar doing the cleaning and washing up. Thank you for signing your house over to us, Jimmy. You're a very good cult member.
What happened? What did Jimmy do? I've missed some stuff.
I was just joking about the fact Jimmy's saying that he's only here because the Six Up and the Jerks brainwashed him. And I said, who let him out the cellar? I thought he was down there doing the work.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for signing your house over to us. You're a very good cult member, and we appreciate it. Now get back to work.
Charges from the state government agency, especially for children, would be a great deterrent. Yeah. Well, I did go look at that live that they done, Truth Teller. They did look healthy. I'm not going to speculate too much on what I really think, or keep it to myself, but they did look healthier. They were able to kind of keep that live stream going. I definitely wouldn't be on here talking about their children's hair. That's for sure. Ziggy, in real life, you're going to get hurt. That's going to happen.
It's almost as if people are rooting for them to fail rather than rooting for them to succeed in recovery. It's gross.
Of course. Yeah, of course they are. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I got to get my glasses.
I think that's correct. They did look better. And I think that anyone, even if you have real doubts about how well the situation is going, whether they're overplaying how well things are going, I can't judge that through the screen. I can judge that they did look better. And I really, really hope that they can get themselves sorted out more than anything. You're absolutely right. This whole thing, and do you know what gets me is that we've very recently seen someone very unfairly being dragged and condemned and accused of relapsing when they haven't. And it's almost as if these people are willing the person to relapse. They want it so much, it's like they can taste it. There is something wrong with your hearts, you lot. Really seriously. There is nobody that I dislike enough on the internet that I would wish them to fall into addiction. What is wrong with you? I've missed something here. What have you done, Eliza? Widow, darling, you're not hidden. We can see you. You were unhidden quite quickly.
Yeah, sorry about that.
We had a moment where it was difficult to find you, but we got you.
So what else has been going on? I ain't been in here too much.
Did we acknowledge Jenny for the 5 memberships she gifted?
No, I had to go get my glasses.
No, Jenny, thank you. You're such a sweetheart. And I'm so glad that you're back to relative health. Please look after yourself, babe.
Yes.
Let me play her something.
Okay.
I
see, in my opinion, that's never good.
Let's see.
Been spending most our lives living in a cornfield paradise.
Oh, well, yeah, moderator. I guess that's you. There is enough bad behavior on YouTube to call out, then go after without using people's real life. My God, exactly. Just pay attention to their behavior online. You don't have to do anything else. My God, I agree with that. That's not an opinion. I'm going to call that a fact.
Moderator. Here she comes, the devil herself. Grace is the devil.
She is.
Here we come. We got another one to play. Hold on. Toot 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 toot. Oh, this one.
Go have another drink. Well, how rich is that? How fucking rich is that? Tangeray can't even show her picture, her mugshot. She has to use a Barbie doll. Go fuck yourself, Tangeray. Not even your real fucking name to start with.
Oh, she's real smart, isn't she? What happened to our layout? Oh,
That wasn't me.
I don't know, but it looks good.
What happened to our layout? Let me.
I don't want to highlight that. I don't want to highlight that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to take it off. Let me fix our
I don't
layout.
think we should.
Okay,
If I
just
can,
let me fix
while you're
this
doing
real
that, if I can touch on the plunder thing. Now, I do enjoy Plunder's content, and I do appreciate sometimes the way that she can really bring out legal documents quickly. And I did see that particular thing that you are referring to. Let's not, can we not? It will be tragedy enough if it is at some stage confirmed that that poor girl was abused to the point of being pregnant. It will be bad enough at the point that we find out that that's true. Let's not speculate about it. It's no.
No, you're good, infamous trick teller. I see where you're going. Yeah, that's never. I barely know enough about it yet, but I've heard there was some speculation. I think Dietz was live about it, wasn't she?
The speculation is out there, and it's fair enough to say that there's speculation out there.
Right.
But let's not treat it. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's the kind of thing
enough,
that,
isn't it?
it's the kind of thing that may come out at a trial or something like that. But to get that going in this community, no, thank you.
Oh
No.
man, so
I mean,
Plunder kind of
can
made
you
a.
imagine when Ziggy gets a hold of that idea?
Oh.
So did Plunder kind of make a on accident, or could that have been prevented?
She heard through like Facebook somebody make that claim that claims to be married to somebody in law enforcement and seemed to have had information ahead of time that actually turned out to be the case, so seems somewhat credible, also make that claim.
Okay.
Yeah, the way that she
And that's
actually
where she
referred
took
to
it
it
from.
in that live was that she said this person had made speculation about the area the legal area where the body was and the listing, and Plunder actually showed that the comments that would be made turned out to be true. She showed the listing and then said, but whether she was pregnant or not, there's no confirmation of that. But the thing is, when you even mention it as speculation, it becomes an issue, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I understood the angle of where she came from in mentioning it, but I wish she hadn't, is my point of view.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, without it being confirmed, just that's true.
that's a child.
It's
I
a
mean,
slippery slope here on, well, especially those who do true crime. That's why I wouldn't do true crime. Like, you really have to be so delicate, and as you should, and research would take so long. I just, man. And then when you fuck up, look, as soon as the people were lifting you up, they're tearing you down. So it's just the nature of the beast. That's how it goes. Look at Gypsy Rose. Man, I don't know. Maybe she'll apologize. I have no clue.
Can I just say, Cracking Acid makes a great point here. If you enjoy Pooh's content, and I'm sure that you do if you're here, let's get some watch hours up for Pooh, please.
My God, Pooh's been killing it with them edits. It's like one of the girls said the other day, if you had any questions or doubt about Purple and who she is after watching Pooh's videos, then you're just willfully not wanting to, you're just being ignorant on purpose. And that
I'm particularly enjoying their reviews of you know, in review, and all of the videos where they're compiled together. It is just a walk down memory lane where you're just like, oh my God, oh yeah, she really did do that. Oh yeah, she really did do that. Oh my God, I remember that.
Yep.
But those have been awesome.
And then we have the canvas slasher. She's back.
Oh my God, that was so crazy.
Does anybody have the clip? I should have got it ready and I didn't think of it.
I don't. I just have it. Well, I do on my members. Hold on.
Need to put some ripping sound to that or tearing.
I know it needs it bad.
It needs
Give
some
me a
drum.
second while I go look for the slinging.
In case y'all missed it, it was something, boy.
Boy, this lady
Canvas
loves.
slasher.
Yeah,
She
Box
loves
Cutter
them
Bertha was up here giving it the full Meryl Streep in Sophie's Choice. For your consideration, the Oscar goes to. It was the full 9 yards.
She loves a moment.
That may put her in the running for an award at the end of the year with the Jerks, you know?
I think so.
I don't know, we
think
might
the
make
bar
up a
has been
category
set.
for
It's
dramatic
only
moment.
February. And
I
Box
know.
Cutter Bertha is going to be your moment to beat.
Yeah.
God,
Bar's
where'd
been
it go?
set.
I'm looking for it. It should be in my short. Oh, I found it. Give me a second. God be still. It's in my shorts, so it's not going to. Hold on. You might get mad at me for doing this, and I'm not trying to make this about myself.
All right, y'all. Check out this short featuring Star. Out to me.
You might get mad at me for doing this right now, and I don't care because I'm hurting for Purple, for Brandy, for Dree, for Wendy, and yeah, for myself because I fell for your shit. And this is what I think.
Oh, Lord.
Lord. Every time I watch it, I'm reminded of this lady has no shame. She has no couth. She can't read a room, and she loves a moment. Oh my God. That
There
canvas.
was nothing spontaneous about that. That's
No,
the
she
thing.
set the stage all day. She had set the stage for that, Pearl. When she saw that live that one done, and then saw that Purple was going to do a live, she said, I'm going to get my box cutter and my canvas has no paint. They had no painting on it, y'all. So there was no need for all the theatrics for her. So she had set the stage for that. And yeah, you could hear her with the box cutter before she turned on the camera, and you could hear her stabbing the canvas after. That was
Yes. The continuing slashing of the canvas afterwards was just over the top. To the point where I think she did actually injure herself, didn't she?
Her knee, yeah.
If you did a little bit of backstory for anybody who didn't see the full glory of this, a creator called Toxic Tony's True Crime
God
wanted Brandy Neal, that's Michael Monkey Neal's mom, to try and intervene with her friend Purple, who gives Tony a hard time. Now, I disagree with the way that it was gone about, but the point itself is not that bad. I could understand you wanted to say, look, you're somebody else who's a mother in a difficult situation. Could you not have a word with your friend? Okay, that as a basis doesn't seem that bad. Now, Tony, as always, has to take everything to the nth degree. I mean, really, Tony and Heidi are you're perfectly balanced. If you put them in scales.
Susan, too. Add Susan.
Yeah, I mean, yes, and Susan. And so they were so outraged by this that they had to do a live about it, in which Heidi decided that she was going to tell everybody. She puts her heart and her soul and weeks, sometimes months of time into doing these paint by number portraits. And she got one ready that she was going to do for Tony. But she was now so outraged and disgusted that she had to come on a live, switch her camera on, and slash it up with the box cutter to let people know just how upset and outraged she was.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was cringe to the umpth degree. The
It's
chat.
so wasteful. If she didn't want to paint what the paint by number said, she could have just went over that canvas and painted anything.
Well,
Yes.
and also she could have took this time that she wasn't on any panels to kind of self-reflect and say, you know what? I got hundreds of people telling me the same story about myself, that I make everything about myself. How about when Brandy got done talking, you just shut up, leave it at that. Not Heidi. Heidi's like, I am going to outdo even Brandy. Watch this. You could have just shut up. That would have been a perfect opportunity to show people that you had changed, but you never change. You're always on 40
she was
time.
sitting down in that chat going, oh, I want to get up on panel. What do I got? What do I got? Gathered up the supplies.
Right, masking. It was highly embarrassing. She won't change. She will continue to cringe out the sector. And I'm here for it. You know, she ain't my friend. And when she does stuff like this, I'll talk about it. You best believe that. I'm not going to miss that. No, you corny lady.
That whole live was the perfect encapsulation of why people ripped the shit out of that channel. It was an outrage live about something that would have been better not addressed. Then Brandy came up and spoke her piece, which she's perfectly entitled to do. But in reality, how much further on does it get her other than being hurt by this whole situation? So that is a questionable thing. Then Heidi comes up with all her drama and makes it about herself. And then at the very end of it, Susan, because the spotlight had turned on, and if people are in the spotlight, let me come up. Susan came up with a totally disconnected thing about her birthday. What a fantastic birthday she'd had. Her son coming for her birthday. How she'd had a live about her birthday. And by the way, her birthday.
And how dare anybody else on her birthday?
Yes, how dare anybody else say
couldn't do it
anything
on
about
her
anything that
birthday.
she says on her birthday, apart from the fact that when I addressed Susan, it was no longer her birthday in the UK, the place where we both are. And I had been mentioned first. I didn't come in without being spoken about. So you can put that in your pipe and smoke it, as we say around here. But yes, it was just that whole thing of it. This is exactly why your lives get ripped to shreds, because it was just something that didn't need addressing. A mother up there upset, and then two spotlight hogs coming up and talking about themselves.
You said two spotlight hogs.
Absolute spotlight hogs. They're like moths. The spotlight comes on and there they are, dinging against it. They can't resist the lure of the spotlight.
All the while, Perp over there doing her diamond art.
It's like
Ignoring
Mazikeen
it
said. Mazikeen said it's like what Tony and Purple. It's like watching two jellyfish communicate with each other. I can't let that go. That took me out.
The other one that made me laugh was somebody saying that Tony and Heidi, it's like whatever happened to Baby Jane, the film. You know, two crazy old biddies living in the past and longing for the spotlight. Like, oh Lord.
I bet Heidi went and closed her door real quick so her husband didn't come in and say,
She locked
for
it.
fuck's sake, Heidi.
That would have made that show, God almighty. that would have been glorious had he come in and said, "Oh, for fuck's sakes, Heidi."
That little gif that Soup loves so much, I bet that was her expression at the
It
end.
was. I'll find it.
Satisfaction.
This was Heidi, y'all, which is often Heidi, just taking L's, never dealing with those L's either. Just constantly embarrassing herself. It might be gone because all the new clips we had to put up. Wait a minute. I'm looking. Where'd you go, Barney?
I think we saved that one back there because it's your favorite.
Yes, I love him. There he is. This is Heidi in real life every day. Yep. See her? They look a lot alike too. But he was an amazing actor. His was at least, he was portraying a character and he portrayed it well. And there are really people out here like this though. And Heidi happens to be one. Yep. Can y'all hear me?
Can you all hear me? Yes, we can hear you, darling. I was just unmuting.
You are
I was
here.
going to say, we were told that there would be no Perp Lives today, but I don't know. I'm still expecting that we'll get the usual evening show because there's still drama to be had from the screenshot. Who is it? Soon to be a Ryan Murphy limited series starring.
Oh, wow. Yeah. She'll, and plus she's probably in our bushes talking about, so the jerks. Yes, girl, talk about us, would you please? Somebody else needs to besides Susan. It's embarrassing when your name is in Susan's mouth. I mean, my God. And I did hear that, because she's on that thing that we were in her chat for a long time and that she could show her past lives. Susan, either you do it or I will. Either you do it or I will, because you definitely ain't going to find me.
She doesn't understand any nuance at all. In that live, the way that Soup expressed it was, we don't know her. That's a famous meme. Look it up. And then she said, we didn't frequent Susan's chat. If you look up the meaning of frequent, that means common, usual, frequent. That was not the case. Certainly not for Soup. And then Soup says, and the one time I did go up there, it was as Soup. Again, correct.
Yes.
But you keep trying to make it into something it's not. If you actually understood the way that people express themselves, you had any grasp of nuance or meaning or joke or humor or meme, you would get it, but you just don't, because you decided that you can't put any effort into understanding what people say, in the same way as you can't put any effort into reading a comment correctly and getting the meaning from it. So it's like arguing with your dog.
It really is. Let's just keep it. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Pearl up there, after having eaten all those dictionaries up there telling people to look words up and understand meanings and such. How dare she?
I'm sorry. I must admit, I've been snacking a lot today, and it has definitely influenced my mood. I'm sorry.
I think we just be honest about it. I don't want to go in too hard on the lady because I would hurt her feelings. That's why we never ever covered her anyway, because because
she's weak.
She's weak. We start going in on her. Let's be real. We'll be the bullies. And that's the end of it. The jerks are picking on poor old pitiful drunk Susan. Nah, I'm good. But you keep on, Susan, there will be a limit here. But I think you want that too. But you really don't either, because I don't think you can handle it, honestly.
If you're sitting in the bushes and you've determined that we're somehow picking on Susan, I urge you to go back to any random live in the last 6 weeks and count how many times we're mentioned.
All I'm hearing is people say that that's all this lady talks about is the jerks, the merry little jerks. And it's weird. And it's a sudden thing. She just started doing it, 2 months ago? Maybe.
Yes, it's very much at the same time as Six Up became an obsession.
Yeah. You've got to move around. You've got to. There's so many things out here, Susan. If you want to go live and talk about, look around. You got to change topics here and there. People don't want to keep hearing about the same thing over and over and over. There's so many topics. How about you cover some?
Now, also, she says that we have no content, which I always find hilarious from the two channels whose only content is gossiping about other people. You're no different. While we talk about content, I want to give a shout out because I know that she won't do it. And I'm really enjoying it. Soup's content, Soup's channel at the moment is really knocking it out the park. Even if you didn't follow everything that she covered about the cult carbonation, the trial is, and the way that everything is going on is fascinating.
Yeah.
You can catch up quite quickly. She's done some catch up videos that condense down the information. But even if you don't really have the time to do all that, and you're interested in trials, this is going to be fascinating because we're talking about a man who is a cult leader and is now going forward in a trial situation. And there are going to be specialist witnesses, including Rick Ross. No, not that Rick Ross, the other Rick Ross.
Not the rapper.
Not the rapper.
Right.
The guy who is a specialist on cults and cult behavior and also did some excellent work on the Waco situation.
Yep.
He will be fascinating as an expert witness. So if you really want a different sort of trial to follow and you want some entertaining commentary, Soup is where you need to be.
Thank you, Pearl. Yeah, I've kind of been just catching people up the last couple of days because it's really just been focused on the trial. This is the third day. First day was jury selection, which was interesting. I didn't know that the defendant could be in there for jury selection, but you learn something new every day. Then yesterday,
I thought it actually typified him that he was there
I
for
think so
jury selection because it is not something that you usually see because it's tedious and quite often they don't want the person there because they're trying to gauge the juries for themselves. But I think, tell you why I think he wanted to be there. One, he's a control freak.
Yep.
Two, he wants to gauge if there is one woman he can connect with in that jury pool. He only needs one of them.
Pearl, do you know how many
believes the strength of his influence is that strong? He thinks that if he can make some sort of connection, even eye to eye, with just one woman picked for that jury, that he is home free. And there is a fact, there is a point at which, you know, there is a basis there in that he only needs to reach one person, doesn't he?
That's
because of the unanimous verdict situation in America. That's why he's doing it.
That's exactly why.
Looking for that. He's looking for that one person, and he'll be influencing his representation to make sure that person is on the jury. Doesn't get counted out by the opposition.
And what he was wearing took me out too. I'm like, what is your attorney bringing you, sir? Also, yesterday was the first day of testimony. Janae done a good job giving her testimony, no matter people's feelings on it. I think she done a great job. Today was Solar. Wasn't expecting him. He popped up out of the blue. Nick at Night. Most of y'all know who Nick at Night is. She got special permission to cover this. So most of the coverage is coming from Nick at Night. And I'm really glad that she recognized all of us people from the Nature Boy sector that had been covering this, and she understood it's a public thing. It's a public trial, and that we could give commentary on it. You know, she could be a bitch about it if she wants, but she's not. So I think once the trial, I need to hear everything everybody's going to say, because we still got, I won't mention their names now that I understand that you shouldn't mention their names, even though we all know who they are. We got about 4 more to go through.
But there is a difference, though. When it becomes a court case, there are legal rules that you have to stand by, which wasn't the case before. Before, they were a public spectacle.
They were.
And using their names wasn't an issue. So you didn't do anything wrong. And it's wonderful that you're recognising the way that the legal situation is now, and giving respect to the court. And I really respect that. I wish we saw a bit more of it.
Yeah.
But people don't want to restrain themselves. You're giving respect to the victims by doing that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it is an interesting trial. And if you have any interest in any sort of trial, you will be entertained and horrified.
Horrified too. Oh
Here.
my God. Pearl, did you see my video this evening? What I played at the end? They played that in court.
Yeah, I did. I would say to some of you, if you have got some personal recent experience of being exploited by a man, you might want to tread carefully. But plenty of warnings are given by people covering this.
Yeah.
I will say that the whole community is very good about giving people warnings about content. You
getting
can
better.
protect yourself. You can protect yourself while watching it.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's a piece of work.
I watched this for 5 years. I didn't know we would get this far. I knew eventually, he would slip up via the internet because he couldn't stay off of it. And he did. So to finally be here at this point, I'm so invested. I won't deny it. That I might be a little too invested, but I've been watching this since 2019. I got to see it to the end.
You say that you're too invested, but the fact is, without your level of investment, some of that evidence wouldn't be available. You're the person who got some of that evidence that they needed when no one else got it.
That's some of it's been played to them. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So yes, Soup is like a big deal in this area of the internet covering this.
Well, a little bit. There's some much bigger than I am. But...
I know. Stop downplaying it. Let me big you up.
Yeah. I'm probably being looked over a little because I'm talking to people with millions of subscribers that cover real true crime. They go over true crime, or people like wild people from the internet. They have now started covering it. And I'm like, how is this possible?
But let's be real here. There are big channels covering things, and there are accurate channels covering things. They don't always necessarily overlap.
That part. That's what a lot of us were talking about, because some of them have no clue what they're talking about. And some of us that's been doing this for a long time was mentioning, man, they don't even get the names right. They don't know who this one is or that one is. So yeah, that is true.
I wonder if any of them discovered yet the velvet is poo.
Yeah, and that's a funny thing, y'all. Remember the infamous velvet is poo? Velvet is...
How could we? Karen heard a beep.
Karen heard a beep. Velvet is the ex-wife of Eligio Bishop, a.k.a. Nature Boy. She's going to be testifying too. She'll empty the clip on him. There was a time when freaking Karen said that she was the poo channel, which this is why this was so funny to us, because the jerks knew who Velvet was through me. So we all knew how ridiculous that was. But at one time, Karen said, by watching one of my videos, that Velvet could be poo because she heard a beep. Oh, God.
People are wild out here. People are wild.
Yeah, they really are. That's
why your
I
true
at.
crime community. That's them. They heard a beep.
She was convinced, Stars. It was incredible. She was absolutely certain she had got to the bottom of the situation. And everyone has been poo. I joke about it. It's like, I've been around this situation so long. I remember when Jenna was poo. Everybody gets a turn. Of course, we all know that TJ is actually poo, and Bugsy is the glarer.
Well, now you outed him, Pearl.
Yep, that's me.
Yep, I'm Baby Gap.
Baby Gap.
dear. Yes, you're right,
Right?
Stars. Even Purple didn't buy it. And
She was even saying, "For fuck's sake, Heidi."
Say it, Bugsy.
Say what?
Say for fuck's sake, Heidi.
For fuck's sakes, Heidi. Sorry, y'all. I had to run and get something. If
For
y'all
That
were
was
fuck's sake, Heidi.
Soup. You don't sound like Bugsy.
For
Oh,
fuck's
sorry.
sake, Heidi.
What? I couldn't hear you.
For fuck's sake, Heidi.
There we go.
You are such an instigator, Eliza. Eliza knows that Julie hates to do that.
But she knows if she dares me, I will.
It's funny.
I love Bugsy.
Purple never be
I
poo.
love
Now,
you too.
imagine that. Imagine how mind blown we would all be if behind this sort of ambient twilight, falling asleep in the garage situation, Purpose selling us all a pup, and in fact she was poo. It had been a way of putting her channel out there a little bit further, getting some petty revenge on some of the people close to her. It would actually be a fantastic storyline if Perp was poo. Imagine.
Pearl, can I just tell you, I love the way you say garage.
I do too.
I love it.
Can you imagine though? Can you imagine the mind-blowing reveal if Perp was actually poo?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be something?
Only you see
Now that
stars,
might bring
immediately
this sector
stars
to
here
its
with the
knees.
facts, blowing everything apart. I mean, that is true. We have seen the dancing hot dog video, and we don't mean the Bar Mama hot dog one where Perp is the dancing hot dog.
Oh no, the
We
first
mean,
one. The first one that she did.
oh Lord.
The dancing weenies.
I think there was some dancing bananas, and I don't know. Like, she made
Speaking of
everything dance.
bananas, the last thing that I heard in
Don't
the
go
voice
real life.
chat,
Don't go real life.
the last thing that I heard in the voice chat before we came live was the story of how somebody who is in the voice chat was delivered an immense amount of bananas. For some bizarre reason, an amount of bananas that they had not ordered, bags full of bananas, and how they were going to deal with them. And then it was revealed how little was paid for the bananas. And I would love to find out what the situation is there. Did the shop just have to offload a whole load of bananas suddenly? And because you'd ordered some, they gave you everything. But yeah, somebody's going to be absolutely rolling in banana bread this weekend.
Sometimes
Y'all,
when that
I hate
happens,
to do this. Oh, so sorry. I've got to go because I got to get some clips. Sneak at Night's about to put everything behind a paywall. So I'm going to
all
grab this
right.
one. I'm
Go
sorry, y'all.
ahead, go poop.
No, I'm going to go for content before it gets put behind a
Make
paywall.
sure to wash your hands too.
Okay,
Yeah.
y'all can't hear me. Love you.
No, often when that happens, where they mess up, like you order Instacart and you end up with an entire sack of bananas, and you only wanted a bunch. When you let the app know, then they usually will just refund you. But apparently, she wasn't even charged that much for them. She was just charged for the one bunch. So it's weird. I don't know how they checked out. I think I lost my audio again.
No, you didn't.
No,
lose your
darling, we can hear you. Sorry, I was reading the chat. Yeah, Jimmy, I'm really looking forward to seeing Six Up back on here and doing some content. But I also understand that at the moment she's getting a whole load of shit done in real life, and it's fantastic. But yeah, I think there's going to be quite a lot of us who feel the same way. For goodness sake, Jessie, there's no nutritional value in water. What are you thinking?
I try, but then I'm up all night, so I got to get my body adjusted.
Well, drink early in the day. Get your water
Yeah,
in
that's
early.
what I have to do, because I'm like, I'm not getting up every hour, and I'm sick of having those dreams about going up elevators trying to find a bathroom.
I have that dream.
I'm so
And do you
tired.
have the dream? Do you have the aspect of the dream where, for somehow you found a bathroom, but people are milling around and you can't actually use it, and you have to go off and find another bathroom
No, the
because
ones
your
I
brain
have,
is telling you that you need to get up and go to the
the
bathroom.
ones I have, you find the bathroom and all the stalls. There's no doors on the stalls, and everybody's sitting on the pot. And I'm like, this is so nasty. I don't want to watch you sit on the pot. And I'm like, so I'm looking for a pot, and they're all full. I mean, it's just like not 6 or 7. There's like 50.
The mind is a weird thing. The
It
toilet
is so
dream.
weird.
Or the dreams where you lose teeth, or the dreams where you fall off something high
I don't
and
have to
you
lose
flinch
them. I already
yourself awake.
Those are, I love those kind of dreams. So they make me laugh. So- and sometimes I don't even remember certain dreams, and I'm like, what was that about? And I can't remember.
Oh, I always remember dreams. I dream really vividly. It's
Do you? You dream in
oh
color?
yeah, because remember I was telling you that if I had an argument with my partner in a dream, that I woke up in a bad mood with them for the whole day. It's just like, yes, well, you said this to me in a dream, and
mad at
therefore
you.
I'm going to be really cold and offhand
mad
all
at
day
you.
because that's fair.
I know. Or I'll have a dream. The only ones I ever remember is like he's snoring and he's actually snoring, and I want to just reach over. I told him I was going to get me a Nerf gun. I ain't going to feel good.
Oh, Stars does it as well. It's not just me.
Oh, poor guys. They have no clue what's going on. Purple is a color, not a flavor. Yep. I have no room to talk. I drink pop too. That's one thing I've got to cut out. It's like, I told my husband, it's like someone who smokes and it's addiction, and you just have to, I even bought the mini cans because once it gets hot, I won't drink it.
I had a really serious Pepsi Max habit, you know, the sugar-free one, but nevertheless, still like full of caffeine and bad stuff.
Yeah,
I
it's
would drink
stuff.
glass after glass after glass of it. And then in 2016, when I ended up in ICU, it's amazing that if you ever need to get off something, being in ICU is your perfect opportunity.
I don't want to go in
You won't be nipping out to get anything.
I want God
and
to make
also-
it taste like
Yeah.
It's called cold
something
turkey that way.
nasty.
Cold turkey, all your habits.
When I came out, I knew it was the perfect situation. It would have been so easy just to immediately go back to it, but because I didn't crave it anymore,
Chris.
I just didn't, and I've never drunk one since.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do it cold turkey because I don't need.
You're not really good. You're not really good though, Julie, because you're in the perfect situation. Drinking something specific is the last thing on your mind if you're even conscious. And the cravings have gone by the time you have to get out and deal with real life. So it's perfect situation. It's done for you, which is why I can't understand people. I can understand the falling into it, but you will never get a better chance to give something up than when you are in hospital for a long enough amount of time to get the craving out of your system. It's a gift to you. One of the few gifts that you will get from being ill.
Yeah. Good night, Jenny. I'm glad you were able to join us today. I'm so glad you're home and doing better off the oxygen.
Yeah, we're all really grateful. And thank you for keeping us up to date. We really appreciated it. Jessie, this can't be true. Nobody knows what we're laughing at. Nobody understands our humor. Nobody gets our joke.
We don't make any sense. We laugh at ourselves, I guess, which, hey, I'm good with that. I do it every day.
We're always laughing at nothing, and yet we are relentlessly negative. Please pick one.
I can do the stupidest things, and I'll just sit and laugh at what I did. I just don't talk about it.
Anissa, it's good to see you. Please send our love to Traitors as well. I was in Traitors last live, but to be fair, I was doing something and I didn't chat. But she made some really, really good points about Nicolina and the narrative that Nicolina puts out, and comparing it to the actual details. She did a really great job. I've also heard that, Georgette, that some of the migraine medication can do that, but I've never had that particular one. Oh, we were laughing about this in the Discord. Reese was looking for her glasses, and they were on her face, and I was saying, "Look, there's no judgment from me. I brushed my hair and pulled it back, having untied it. I brushed my hair." Gathered it all up with one hand, and then with my other hand, you know where you're awkwardly holding the ponytail together? My hand is everywhere, all around the sofa and all around the pillows next to me, looking for the hair tie. And I was getting so frustrated. And I felt it down into my bag to get a different hair tie, tied my hair up, and then realised the hair tie was in my mouth the whole time.
I do that with my
I
remote.
have that problem with the glasses sometimes, where I'll be like, and then I suddenly will reach up and I'm like, oh, I'm wearing them. I really need to get my eyes checked.
I do that with my TV remote because I'll stick it in my bra so I don't lose it in the bed. And I'm like, okay, where's the remote? And there it is. I've even gone to church with it. I guess I thought I was going to change the channel or something from there. I don't know.
It's a dangerous choice. Do you ever roll over in the night, switch on a really loud channel, and while you're trying to work out what's going on, the volume is increasing as you roll around the bed? I could just see a number of scenarios where this could be a
my
problem.
God.
Oh. Well, if I don't put it somewhere where I know it is, the dog rolls on it and turns off everything. And I have to go reset everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Hubby reaches over, wants a little, and then he just changes the channel.
As it, you're stroking the wrong button there, darling.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Traitors, this whole situation that Traitors has been through, where she's moved on and has said over and over again, just leave me alone and let me get on my own separate way. And yet she's never been allowed that peace that she's asked for. And so she's dealt with it. She's covered the situation really well.
Right, that's what I was going to say. She is thriving in spite. In spite of it all, she's thriving and growing. So hats off to her.
So funny. Even when she's dealing with really tough situations, covering things that are not easy things to talk about, she can always find some humor in it. I laugh so much watching her.
And then the minute she starts giggling, I can't help myself. It's just, she has the most contagious laugh. It just gets me going.
Yes, so please do pass on. I don't bother sort of writing the comments, which I should do, but I always do remember to give it the thumbs up. So there's that. I don't know who Fri-yay is, but you're going to cause a stir by the fact that you were even in our chat because you left a comment under somebody else's live about another creator's friend who's a little methy. Her bedroom is quite methy, and her whole life seems a little bit methy.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, it was interesting. I'm not sure that I agree with you, but it was an interesting theory. Yeah, Traitors has been urging people to support changing the law about how kids are talked about. And I would encourage you, even if you can't catch a live, go over and read, watch one of the shorts or see the links that she's got on a community tab and support support a legal framework for protecting children from their cases being talked about on the internet. Or at least allow them to be talked about in a way that protects their identity and their privacy. No one's saying that there should be a situation where crimes or court cases can't be talked about, but in everything, there's a way to do this with some responsibility. I think we'd be open to that, wouldn't we, girls?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. That'd be great.
Yeah, be an interesting
That
topic.
sounds good. I like that idea.
Well, ladies, how are we doing? Is there anything else that you wanted to cover?
Nope, I think I covered it.
I
My
think we
part.
She did say, for fuck's sake, Heidi, so
Yes.
her job is done.
And can I say, I am so thrilled that Purple's been brought to her knees over one comment.
Oh, and I've got something to say. Since I can't talk very good, but I do want to say this. Fuck you, Ziggy.
It's old, but it's gold. It will always be that way. I would say the one thing that I do want to do tonight before we go is I thought about the fact that we haven't played Tits McGee's video for ages, her advert, and I wanted to play that, so I'm just going to scoot and get it because it's been so long since I saw that. I'm sure it's still back here. Yep, here we go. Shout out to Tits McGee. We love you, darling.
The Jerks are sponsored by the great taste of Tits McGee's dreamy desserts, because everyone loves tits. Our desserts are made with only the finest vanilla bean extract, natural fruit essences, and luxurious dairy cream. Juicy citrus, ripe bananas, rich roast coffee, and delectable chocolate. Because everyone loves the great taste of tits. Put a little jiggle back into your life. Tits McGee's dreamy desserts, because everyone loves tits.
Everybody loves tits.
Love that one.
It is a favorite.
Good. Night, Jenny.
Night, Jenny.
That's a good idea, Jenny. She should give up her ciggies.
Imagine she could save that money in no time. Maybe even get a fancier car.
Such a healthy choice as well.
Yep.
Right.
Anyway, good night, Ginny. It's great to have you back in the chat. So glad that you're out of hospital.
Love you, Jenny. Oh, Jesse.
Yes, old Titty McGee. Whose Discord is that beeping? No, it's not me. Oh dear. Right, are we
What
ready?
happened? I lost sound, so I don't know what happened, but you're
I
laughing.
could hear Discord notifications going off, and I think it's Julie.
It's Julie.
Uh-oh. My bad. It's like me cutting open my boxes earlier. I didn't realize I was off mute.
It's okay. I was just
That
immediately
reminds me,
looking.
though, when Susan was saying on her live, she kept saying, like, I'm not even in Discord. Like,
And you
my
could hear the
Discord is so boring.
notification.
Yes. And it was nonstop Discord notifications that could be heard.
Oh, Lord.
How many subjects does she talk about in her so many hours? Because it's like she redoes them, repeat.
Oh, yeah.
Stop it. You already said that. You've been in the hospital this amount of time. You were in the hospital. You had this.
Yeah.
She mentioned that she'd been in the hospital 25 times in a 30-minute section, and then I gave up counting because I just it was
Been there
making me
many more
insane.
times than I have in my lifetime.
I mean, she was averaging once every 70 seconds. It was a bit much.
It is a little bit repetitive, just a little bit. J Marie's in the chat. J Marie is back going live and knocking it out the
Yay,
park.
J. Marie.
We're so glad to see you back, J Marie. And open panels, good chats, the whole thing. So if you want to subscribe to J Marie's channel and get in her chat, you'll have a good time.
Oh, have fun, Georgette.
Oh no, cracking is off to do bad girl shit.
Off to do that bad girl shit. Watch out, everybody.
Hi, proud
Watch
Marine
out.
Mama. Yes, she repeats and she repeats. And yesterday I thought, you put me on block. You don't even let me answer you. I was being nice.
They all do that. They're so weak. They will be like, oh, where did so-and-so go?
Yeah,
Where?
what the fuck
Where
are you
are they?
doing
Where
in
you
my
what, you
chat?
got no answer? You're scared now? No, you know you blocked them. Come on, you timed them out.
Yeah.
And then now you're like big and bad and you're gonna answer them. No. You
It's a
got
dead
the
giveaway.
weakest mods in the game.
It's a dead giveaway when they start saying, oh, you've got nothing to say now. They know you timed out.
Right.
Or
She
they've
said
blocked
something
you.
about me making a rude comment to Peppermint Mocha. No, I didn't make any rude comment. I shortened her name because I didn't want to spell the stupid name out. So I called her Pep.
Right.
How is that rude?
It's not even their real name. She so accurately says
No.
about everyone.
But I was rude.
You can't really be
Or their
offended if
real
somebody
mugshots in a
shortens your
lot of
nickname.
I was like, seriously? I want to talk about recipes. She didn't want to talk about recipes.
I tell you, I am going to find the recipe for that spicy Irish lasagna. It sounds delicious. And I just need to track down some chicken beef, and I'll be in there. It'll be fine. And the cheese that comes in a pack. It's going to be delicious. I can't wait. Does anybody have any requests before we go?
Well, I was just gonna say, as far as some of these creators that keep saying, don't like us, don't watch. Well, part of what our channel does is watch stuff, even the stuff that we don't necessarily like, because we talk about what's going on around the community, around this community and stuff. So oftentimes we do find ourselves sitting through stuff that we don't really like. But yeah, we're still going to talk about it.
Imagine if they said that to any other type of review process. film reviewers or music reviewers. If you don't like it, don't listen to it. Well, one, how do you decide whether you like something or not until you listen to it or watch it or taste it? Not being psychic, the only way to decide if I'm going to enjoy something or not is to actually indulge in it.
Well, that and also hearing something for yourself rather than going on panel and then have an opinion about something that I think I heard. I saw a screenshot rather than you actually sat there and watched and heard it for yourself. It's a big difference. So yeah, sometimes we're going to watch you and we might not like you. It's the way it goes. Hate that for you. That's all I wanted to say.
We have requests for the 51 Fuck Salute and I believe Cornfield Paradise. I don't mind either of those. They sound great, but I believe that both of them would have to be screen shared, and I'm not sure whether we have the capacity to do that. Actually, I think we have 51 Fuck Salute in the back. Let me just check.
I think we have that one in the back, but Cornfield Paradise we do not. That one's a longer one. It's just on the Jerks channel.
Here we go. We can do the 51 Fuck Salute for you, no problem. Coming up.
Get on fucking rights, fucking fuck over it, right? Fuck up, fucking motherfucking with their own fucking content, fucking fuckers. Fucking get the fuck over it. Everybody fucking else, fucking wait, fucking I get fucking interrupted. Fucking do that, fucking surpasses her dumbass. Fucking motherfuckers, get the fuck up here. Fucking sorry motherfuckers, I'm gonna tell you that right fucking now. Get the fuck over it and fucking get all these channels against me. I did what I did within my fucking rights on YouTube. Oh fucking well. From start to fucking finish and fucking listening to me. Fuckers. Oh fucking thing. My motherfucking fault. Fucking sick of it. I can't do a motherfucking thing. Fucking six up. Fucking stalker. Oh fucking and fucking get all fucking rights. Fucking fuck over. Let me fucking thing. You wouldn't fucking treat them like that. So they be in the fucking studio, right? I have 10 fucking business days from the day I fucking filed to submit paperwork. And I'm gonna use every last one of those fucking days. Don't have those fucking strikes in my fucking studio. Y'all are fucking ridiculous. Go fucking review somebody else. I did what I did within my fucking rights. She can fucking pick up the phone and call her. She can fucking hit the panel or fucking bounce. Fucking sorry ass loser bitch. Fucking strikes. I ain't even the one that gets the fucking emails. My motherfucking fault. They fucking talk over you, do what they fucking did. And why the fuck is Tim in my chat?
It never gets
such a pleasant person.
The ending is my favorite.
Yeah.
The ending is definitely my favourite. It wasn't the end of the whole thing that she did. It was somewhere in the middle, but it was the perfect ending for that video.
Yeah. It's good.
Yes. I don't know how often Twist has been here, but I think that might have been the first time that Twist had heard the delights of the
I never heard her talk so fast.
Yeah. I had to speed it up to get them all
I
in.
know, because she talks so slow.
Oh dear. Well,
that
darlings.
particular rant, though, she was spitting them out kind of quick.
She really, it was a full,
must
I mean,
be lots of
literally every
caffeine
other word. Oh dear.
Pearl sounds sleepy.
I am,
Getting late there.
I am so tired. I know that the joke is being made about me that from people who don't understand that I cut off at 1 a.m. because we live in a small house. I can't move rooms because of my mobility situation. It's a real palaver to get me into a different space.
Right.
And out of respect for the other people in the house, I go quiet at 1 a.m. That doesn't mean I'm going to bed. I wish. But yeah, I am seriously tired. This week has been one of those physically and emotionally draining weeks that, you know, occasionally you have. And yeah, I'm yawning like somebody who really needs some oxygen.
Well, I hope you're able to get some sleep tonight. That would be really good.
A
You
couple of
certainly
hours would
deserve it.
be fine. But it has
Yeah.
been great to be back here on the live. We've all of us got so much going on, but we really do want to get back into the cycle of going, regularly.
We keep saying that.
We keep saying no, but at least we
But
are.
it is the intention. It really is the intention. It just seriously has been life just getting in the way of that happening sometimes.
Yeah, it really has. And of course, in TJ's situation, even though she feels so much better, her voice is still sharp, and we don't want her risking it taking even longer to come back properly. So TJ's been up here, and it's great to have her here. But
Tanga could use some prayers and well wishes.
Yes, please. Remember Tanga. Tanga has a whole lot going on with her health and her situation. And she never complains about it.
Never.
She's the last person who will ever pass comment on difficulties. When we've got people out here, they get so much as the cramp, they've got finger cancer. Tanga really does have some issues going on. So I really do remember, if you're putting out positive thoughts, prayers, whatever your supportive choice is, it would be appreciated. And Tanga, when you listen on the replay, we love you, darling. Please take care of yourself. Are we ready for the go, dolls?
We're ready. Love you guys. Good night.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And thank you for all your support, for the memberships, for the super chats. You are fantastic and we love you.
Did she leave us with the outro?
I'm going to do the outro. So Eliza's really having issues, and we
I
may
know
yet
she is. Bless her heart. I don't want her to come back here by herself.
I will shut this out because I know
Okay.
that she had problems with it. So I'm going to play the
There
outro.
she is. We didn't leave you. We didn't leave you, Eliza.
I was just going to hit the outro, darling.
Okay, good. At least you were going to end it.
No,
I was like, oh no, not again.
No, I wasn't going to leave you in the lurch. My finger is right here. I'm going to say goodnight. Say goodnight, Eliza.
Okay.
You're embarrassing yourself. Go to bed.
Good night.